Private chef, food stylist, and food content creator Monisha Horn, also known as Chef Mo, brings her signature Malay-inspired style to the kitchen for the festive season. Her three-course menu celebrates togetherness, culture, and creativity, and with Nola Ultra Creamy at the heart of every dish, it's all about flavor and family this holiday.
Food is memory, and few cuisines capture memory quite like Cape Malay cooking. For Cape Town-based private chef Monisha Horn, the creative behind On the Table with Mo, food is also about sharing stories and connecting people. Today, she invites us to explore a three-course menu full of flavor and feeling, where Nola Ultra Creamy brings indulgence and balance to every bite. Mo, what are we starting with? Please talk me through these beautiful ingredients.
So we are starting with our fish starter. It's a Cape Malay spiced fish, and we're pairing that with some beautiful sauteed asparagus. And of course, we're going to make a lovely creamy, lemony, Nola Ultra Creamy dressing. So first we start with our dust. So a little bit of normal flour, roasted masala, a bit of turmeric just for that color, and then we're just going to season that with some salt and pepper. Give that a good little quick mix, and you can dip our fish fillet into our flour mixture.
Mo, I know you cook a lot with Cape Malay flavors. What do these flavors truly mean to you?
For me, it's about sharing a little bit of my upbringing. These are the flavors that I grew up knowing. So even when you move out of the home, you still think back to that beautiful curry or that bready that your mom used to cook. And I thought, why not share these flavors with whoever visits South Africa?
Mo, I think these are done.
That's looking fabulous.
Okay.
All right, let's make our beautiful Nola Ultra Creamy dressing. For that, we're going to need our Nola Ultra Creamy mayo.
Okay.
We're going to add a little bit of chives, a bit of chopped green chili, some fresh lemon, and salt and pepper. For our plating, you are going to start with our asparagus.
Okay.
And we're going to top that up with a beautiful piece of fish. And then we've got a little bit of sambal that we made earlier. And then you are going to drizzle off with our beautiful creamy lemony dressing.
Now it's time for my favorite part. We get to taste.
Let's.
Those flavors are incredible, Mo. And the Nola Ultra Creamy really elevates that dressing.
I love how it all comes together, that fresh lemon, the creaminess, and that little bit of freshness on the side. For our mains, we are going to do a spice rubbed beef, and we're going to pair that with some honey, cinnamon, carrots, and a little bit of smoord on the side as well. And we're going to plate it up with some creamy mashed potatoes. So our spice odyssey continues.
I love that.
To start off our little spice mix, the star of the show, Nola Ultra Creamy Mayo. And we're going to go in with maybe also just like 2 tablespoons, and then we can start adding our spices. This is a smart little trick that we use to marinate the beef and also to carry those beautiful spicy flavors into the meat. And then when it cooks, it just amalgamates and becomes this beautiful harmony of flavor.
Mo, you are known for experiences that bring people together. How does food help to create community and connection?
For me, food is always the icebreaker. Even if you don't know anyone and you're walking into an event and there's food or drinks, immediately when you lift something up from that table, it creates conversation between you and a stranger. This is going to cook further in the oven. We've got some roughly chopped onion, and then we're going to transfer the meat over into our pan. And we're going to pop that in the oven to cook for about 1 hour to 1.5 hours.
What's next?
Next, we're going to do our smoord. I do believe there are different terms.
Yeah, I would call this a chutney.
You call it a chutney. I think it's also called a bisto.
Okay.
Kind of sauce. Growing up, I just know it as a smoord.
It looks beyond beautiful, Mo. You have outdone yourself. Should we taste?
So let's do it.
The caramelization on this meat really makes the dish.
And who knew you could do this with Nola Ultra Creamy Mayo?
Honestly, I learned something new today, and it makes such a difference.
Really does. So for dessert, we are making a citrus brulee, and I'm going to show you a little trick that I use with Nola Ultra Creamy. We're going to heat up some fresh cream, and that's going to cook the egg for our custard. So we're going to need not too much, you just need a tablespoon of the Nola Ultra Creamy. And what that helps with is to actually stabilize the egg custard as it cooks. Okay, perfect. As you can see, no scrambled eggs here because of that Nola Ultra Creamy.
It looks so smooth and silky.
Okay, now that our mixture is made, we're going to fill our little lemon cups, and then we're going to create what we call a water bath. So you're going to add the hot water around the cups, and that's going to bake in the oven at 160 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until the egg custard has set. And the last part for us is to literally brulee. So we're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar. I love the caramelization that you get with brown sugar.
It's time to taste.
Let's get in. Ooh!
Yes. That is so fresh and smooth. Nola Ultra Creamy really did the trick.
It really did, and I'm happy with how it all came together.
From bright beginnings to rich soulful growth and sweet aspirations, Chef Mo's menu reminds us that each dish tells a story. And with Nola Ultra Creamy, that story is always smooth, balanced, and next level indulgent. Try a little creamy inspiration in your kitchen, because with Nola Ultra Creamy, each meal becomes a little more memorable.